Here in Rock Hill, South Carolina, also known as Football City, USA, the pigskin is king. Every Friday night, ardent fans all across this city gather to cheer on their favorite football teams. But one Rock Hill, South Carolina teacher is devoted in a much more passionate way to an even more meaningful cause, the cause of rescuing dogs, specifically pit bulls. Andra Mack is a language arts teacher at Castle Heights Middle School. In 2016, she won the Rock Hill Beginning Teacher of the Year award. Her peers admire her energetic and caring presence in the classroom. But when you visit her home, you'll find Mack's enthusiasm and compassion extend to her canine kids.
I didn't have any dogs growing up. My dad was not a fan of dogs. So as soon as I was on my own and my husband and I got engaged, we rescued 2 dogs, just kind of from different places. One was, I worked at PetSmart and somebody brought a dog in and we adopted him, and then we got another one off the side of the road. And we had them for about 14 years and they both passed away within a few months of each other. And I adopted my dog Beasley, and he was a pit bull. I'd never had any experience with pit bulls before, but he was just the cutest dog. And the lady from the rescue called and asked about my insurance, what kind I had. And that's when I was like, oh wow. So apparently pit bulls can only be on certain insurances and in certain places, and you have to check with your homeowners association. And so that kind of let me know that there was something a little different. And so I adopted him, and he's the best dog, and I just love him. And I immediately adopted another pit bull to be his brother because I just love the breed so much.
Andra and her husband Chris have their own 2 pit bulls. They lovingly call them their boys. The Macks enjoy being dog parents, but their zeal drives them to help others.
In the rescue world, there is a lot of people that say, there's a term that we use, being a voice for the voiceless. Our dogs can't speak, and we have to be their voice. We have to be the people to stick up for them.
They take in dogs from abusive situations, nurse them back to health, and care for them until they're ready to be adopted.
I think that once I started seeing the need that was in the community, there's so many pit bulls that are euthanized every year. There's so many that are fought and in deplorable conditions. And once I started seeing that and I thought about my dogs and how wonderful they are and how sweet and kind and loving, I just thought if I can save more lives and get more people to see that these dogs are worth everything, then I would be doing my job as a good human, you know, on planet Earth, I guess, trying to help others.
Pictures of the nearly 100 dogs Mack has fostered cover her classroom.
This is my wall of dogs that I have in my 6th grade classroom. This side is my dogs mostly, except for my little god dog who was my foster dog, and now we keep her sometimes for her mom. And then these are all of my foster dogs that I've had. I have a lot of mamas with babies. That's a specialty that my husband and I do a lot of time in the summer. It's really impacted me in a lot of good ways, I think, positive ways. I understand what it takes to take care of dogs full-time, my own dogs plus other dogs on top of that. It's helped me be more compassionate towards humans, I think, just by helping dogs and having my heart, you know, with all that in it. I see that there is struggle and there's bad stuff out there, and so I think it's made me a little bit nicer of a person.
Mack has a pretty unique relationship with one of her foster dogs.
This is Felicity right here. She had somebody shot her in the head, and unfortunately she had been let out and she was digging in someone's garbage. She got shot in the head, but she lived through it. And so her and her 12 babies came to our house and stayed last summer, and they got bigger and grew up. Andra Mack, a teacher not only impacting young lives, but speaking up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Reporting for York Tech News, I'm Armand Brody.